Unit 2. Today you will research the topic of having reptiles as pets. You will read 3 sources. As you review these sources, you will gather information and answer questions about keeping pet reptiles so that you can write an essay. Read the passages titled Pet Reptiles, Letter to the Editor, and a Pet Lizard. Then answer the questions. Pet reptiles. Knowing that you would like to have a pet is often easy to decide. Deciding what kind of pet to get, however, is not always an easy process. You have to weigh many different factors. How much care will the pet need? How much attention would you be able to give it? What kinds of activities would you like to do with it? Do you think you would like a cat or a dog more? How about a gecko lizard? It is an unusual choice, but it can be a great one. More and more kids these days are asking for reptiles as pets. Why? There are many reasons why reptiles are a terrific alternative. Many reptiles, unlike cat or dogs, do not take up a lot of space. Lizards can be small and live in glass terrariums. A lizard owner might add sand or rocks to the bottom of the container. These additions make the home both more comfortable for the lizard and more like where a lizard would live in nature. Most lizards are easier to care for than dogs or cats. Unlike other pets, lizards do not eat much. Lizard owners can buy prepackaged food at most pet stores. The food is then sprinkled in the terrarium or in a bowl. Many kids want pets, but they are allergic to fur. Lizards may be hyperallergenic, which means they cause fewer allergic reactions than other kinds of animals. Unlike many other pets, lizards do not have fur. Even though their skin is not soft and cuddly, it will not cause kids to sneeze or cough when they interact with their lizards. Also, some pets are noisy, but lizards rarely make noise. Although some kind of lizards make a grinding noise with their teeth, most are quiet. Dog and cat owners must interact with their animals on a daily basis. Even though this can be fun, it takes up a lot of time. Lizards do not really want or need attention from their owners. Unlike dogs that want to be petted or played with, lizards prefer to be left alone. They do not need walks, and owners do not have to keep their shoes off the floor because lizards will not want to chew on them. Lizards are great pets because they can introduce you to the natural world. Watching a lizard in a terrarium shows you how it behaves in its normal environment. In the comfort of your home, you can learn a lot about reptiles. Letter to the editor. Dear pet owners, at Woodglen Veterinary Group, we've noticed that many people have recently been choosing reptiles for pets. While people may think that lizards make cool pets, they are most likely not aware of the risks of owning reptiles. There are a lot of responsibilities involved with owning lizards. Many lizards are exotic and unfamiliar, so prospective owners don't have all the information they need when they purchase or adopt them. Certain reptiles, such as geckos and chameleons, are very small, but others are huge. For example, tortoises can grow up to be 2 feet in length. Before you buy a reptile, be sure to find out exactly how big it will get. Many kinds of lizards need special foods or particular climates to survive. It is true that some types of lizards can eat prepackaged food bought at the pet store. However, others require frozen or even live food, such as rodents or insects. Some lizards prefer to hunt and trap their prey rather than being fed already deceased food. Owners need to be prepared to help them in this way. Also, lizards cannot produce their own body heat, so they have to heat their bodies in different ways. Pet lizards need heat sources, such as heated lights or heated rocks to keep warm. Not all reptiles are dangerous, but some can be. Snakes can and do bite. Not all snakes are venomous, but their teeth can still cause pain. Some lizards bite as well. Many reptiles can also live for a long period of time. Lizards can live for 15 to 20 years, and some tortoises can live up to 50 years. It is important to keep these kind of lifespans in mind when you are planning for a reptile's care. Before buying a reptile as a pet, make sure you have all the facts. If you have any questions, please give us a call. Sincerely, Dr. Paul Landry, veterinarian, Woodland Veterinary Group. A pet lizard? Is a lizard a good choice for a pet? The good news and possible bad news about lizards as pets is that they are exotic and unusual. Because of this, it's important to be informed before you buy a lizard. Most people are probably unfamiliar with lizards. Unlike dogs and cats, lizards are not very playful. Having a pet lizard introduces you to a wide variety of animal behaviors. You can watch a lizard to find out when it sleeps, what it likes to eat, how long it stays awake, and what temperature makes it comfortable. A pet lizard would be cool to have around. It would be exciting and fun to talk about. Your friends would be interested to find out about your pet, and you would probably want to come and see it. Although you can learn a lot from a pet lizard, you should learn about lizards before you take one home. Be sure the lizard you're interested in is one that you can take care of properly. You need to be able to give it an environment where it can be happy and grow. Lizards need different amounts of space, certain foods, and the right temperatures. A pet lizard would be fun, but is it right for you? Make sure you have all the facts before you buy one. Question 13, Part A. Based on pet reptiles, why might a pet owner choose a lizard over a cat? A. Lizards require little fuss. B. Lizards like more attention. C. Lizards can eat regular food. D. Lizards prefer living outdoors. Part B. Which two details from pet reptiles provide support for the answer in Part A? A. More and more kids these days are asking for reptiles as pets. Paragraph 1. B. Most lizards are easier to care for than dogs or cats. Paragraph 3. C. Lizard owners can buy prepackaged foods at most pet stores. Paragraph 3. D. The food is sprinkled in the terrarium or in a bowl. Paragraph 3. E. Dog and cat owners must interact with their animals on a daily basis. Paragraph 6. F. In the comfort of your home, you can learn a lot about reptiles. Paragraph 7. Which two details from pet reptiles provide support for the answer? Choose two answers. Question 14, Part A. Read the sentence from paragraph 4 of Pet Reptiles. Even though their skin is not soft or cuddly, it will not usually cause kids to sneeze or cough when they interact with their lizards. What does interact mean as used in the sentence? A. Cuddle with. B. Give food to. C. Spend time with. D. Stay away from. Part B. Which two details from pet reptiles explain why people do not have allergy problems when they interact with their lizards? Choose two answers. A. Many kids want pets, but they are allergic to fur. Paragraph 4. B. Unlike many other pets, lizards do not have fur. Paragraph 4. C. Also, some pets are noisy, but lizards rarely make noise. Paragraph 5. D. Although some kinds of lizards make a grinding noise with their teeth, most are quiet. Paragraph 5. E. Dog and cat owners must interact with their animals on a daily basis. Paragraph 6. F. Lizards do not really want or need attention from their owners. Paragraph 6. Choose two answers. Question 15. Which two statements describe the main ideas from pet reptiles? Choose two statements. A. Lizards can make good pets. B. Lizards do not make any noise. C. Many people are allergic to fur. D. Many people enjoy having a pet. E. Dogs and cats need daily attention. F. Most animals can eat prepackaged foods. Question 16. Dr. Landry says that people should find out how big a reptile will get before they buy a reptile. Underline two sentences in letter to the editor that he uses to support this advice. Question 17, Part A. Which word best describes Dr. Landry's tone in letter to the editor? A. Excited. B. Joyous. C. Emotional. D. Concerned. Part B. Which two details from the letter provide evidence for Dr. Landry's tone? A. While people think that lizards make cool pets, they are most likely not aware of the risks of owning reptiles. Paragraph 1. B. For example, tortoises can grow to be 2 feet in length. Paragraph 2. C. Many kinds of lizards need special food or particular climates to survive. Paragraph 3. D. However, others require frozen or even live food, such as rodents or insects. Paragraph 3. E. Some lizards prefer to hunt and trap their prey rather than being fed already deceased food. Paragraph 3. F. Not all reptiles are dangerous, but some can be. Paragraph 4. Question 18, Part A. Read the sentence from paragraph 4 of letter to the editor. Not all snakes are venomous, but their teeth can still cause pain. What does venomous mean as used in the sentence? A. Not capable of biting. B. Biting only occasionally. C. Having a poisonous bite. D. Never biting at all. Part B. Which two details from paragraph 4 best support the answer to part A? Please choose two answers. A. Not all reptiles are dangerous, but some can be. B. Snakes can and do bite. C. Some lizards bite as well. D. Many reptiles can also live for a very long time. E. Lizards can live for 15 to 20 years, and some tortoises can live up to 50 years. F. It is important to keep these kind of lifespans in mind when planning for a reptile's care. Question 19, Part A. How do the first and last paragraphs of A Pet Lizard contribute to the reader's understanding of the main idea? A. Both paragraphs point out that lizards make interesting pets. B. Both paragraphs focus on the fact that reptiles are not good pets for some families. C. Both paragraphs encourage families to call the veterinarian before buying a pet. D. Both paragraphs explain the proper care needed for reptiles. Part B. Which two details from A Pet Lizard best supports the answer to Part A? A. Is a lizard a good choice for a pet? Paragraph 1. B. The good news and possible bad news about lizards as pets is that they are exotic and unusual. Paragraph 1. C. Be sure the lizard you're interested in is one you can take care of properly. Paragraph 4. D. You need to be able to give it an environment where it can be happy and grow. Paragraph 4. E. A pet lizard would be fun, but is it right for you? Paragraph 4. F. Make sure you have all the facts before you buy one. Paragraph 4. Question number 20. A pet lizard points out important information that anyone considering having a reptile as a pet should know. Choose two pieces of information from the article and explain how knowing this information is important in deciding whether or not to have a reptile as a pet. Choose two pieces of information. Question 21, Part A. Which statement best describes the difference in the point of view of pet reptiles and letter to the editor? A. Pet reptiles is written from the point of view of a teenager who has never owned a pet. Letter to the editor is written from the point of view of a teenager who thinks that owning a reptile is a bad idea. B. Pet reptiles is written from the point of view of a pet store owner that sells food for reptiles. Letter to the editor is written from the point of view of a pet store owner that only deals with dogs and cats. C. Pet reptiles is written from the point of view of an individual who hates pets. Letter to the editor is written from the point of view of an individual who loves pets. D. Pet reptiles is written from the point of view of someone who is promoting the idea of keeping reptiles as pets. Letter to the editor is written from the point of view of an expert who understands the difficulties of keeping reptiles as pets. Part B. Which detail from Pet Reptiles and Letter to the Editor best supports the answer in Part A? Choose two details. Choose two answers. A. There are many reasons why reptiles are a terrific alternative. B. Most lizards are easier to care for than dogs or cats. C. Dog and cat owners must interact with their animals on a daily basis. D. It is true that some types of lizards can eat prepackaged food bought at the pet store. E. Pet lizards need heat sources such as heated lights or heated rocks to keep warm. F. Before buying a reptile as a pet, make sure you have all the facts. Question 22. You have read three passages discussing the benefits and disadvantages of having a reptile as a pet. Write an essay in which you give your opinion about whether or not reptiles make good pets. Use details from the passages, pet reptiles, letter to the editor, and a pet lizard to support your answer.